Right, a lot of things being said about what we saw this week, what it could mean for the coming season. So let's discuss here. Obviously, one of the big topics was something that we talked about earlier with the Packers. Now without Jordan Love for the next 3 to 6 weeks. So, Pete, the Packers season, is it in jeopardy? Overreaction or is it reality? That's reality. If he misses 5 games, let's just say, and they lose 4 of those 5 games, they're done. In that division, they're done. So that's a reality. Now, if he misses 2 games and they lose those 2 and he comes back and wins a couple, then they're still in the middle of it. But if this is more 4, 5, 6 weeks, I think it's a problem for the Packers.
See, I think 4 isn't a problem. If it becomes 5 or 6, then yes, absolutely this Packers team is in jeopardy because they've got a guy named Malik Willis who wasn't there the entirety of the offseason. The guy just showed up in Green Bay, and Matt LaFleur is a really bright guy, really great offensive head coach, but at the end of the day, when you have that abbreviated a time to get a guy with not that much experience ready to play in the National Football League, it's tough. Lucky for them, some of their division opponents fall Week 11, Week 18. That's against the Bears, and we want them at full strength when we play against the Packers. But yes, jeopardy for sure.
Why do you want them at full strength?
Because when we beat the Packers, we want to say we beat the Packers.
You want to get a victory.
With no excuses, you don't have that many chances to get out there. All right, another one of reality or overreaction. Pete Prisco, the Bucs are the best team in their own division.
They were the best team going into the season. I think a lot of people were sleeping on Tampa Bay. When you look at the Bucs, they have a great mix of veteran players, guys like Mike Evans, Levante David. They've been around the league a long time, and they added 2 great drafts the last 2 years. Lots of young, athletic players. Jalen McMillan, you saw him catch a touchdown pass. They are athletic now. Concerned now, they've had some injuries in the back end. Guys are out, so that could be a problem this week and maybe for a little while. But I love their roster, and Baker Mayfield, they love him. The team loves him. The players love playing for him. He's that kind of quarterback you want to play for. This is the best team. They were always the best team. Most people slept on them. They will continue to be the best.
Yeah, these are the Rough Riders, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they're led by a guy with a little bit of gusto, like the old Teddy Roosevelt, leader of men. This is a man's man right here, and if you're an offensive lineman, this is the kind of quarterback you want to play for. A guy who will tuck it, light up a linebacker. He can throw it deep to Mike Evans. He can do anything. These guys just know how to play with one another. It's obvious, and it's a quarterback comfort level league, and if your quarterback's not comfortable, you're not going to win many games. We've seen it with some of these rookies early on. Baker is comfortable and he's cooking.
By the way, the fact that you say they love playing for him, somebody in an organization told me players love him more than they love Tom Brady.
Wow. Really? Wow. That's a bold...
As a teammate, as a guy. I mean,
as a guy.
Yeah.
Probably more approachable.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, it might be. Okay.
They're all the same.
Okay, so you talk about sleeping on the Buccaneers. Have we been sleeping on the Chargers a little bit? They're up 7 spots in the power rankings this week. So, Pete, overreaction that the Chargers are actually decent, or is it reality?
No, it's probably a little bit of an overreaction, I think. But here's my take on the Chargers. I'm always concerned about the dynamic when you have a big, strong-arm quarterback and an offensive coach who wants to pound the football. And how will that play out? And so I got to let that marinate a little bit to see how I am all in or not on the Chargers. We know they're going to be a physical team because that's what Jim Harbaugh wants to do. We know they're going to be good on both lines because that's what Jim Harbaugh wants to do. But does he want to turn Justin Herbert into J.J. McCarthy? Justin Herbert threw for, 150 yards last week. That's not who my Justin Herbert would be. And I think that's a little bit of a concern going forward. But they will be physical, they will be tough, and they have a pretty soft schedule in the next 6 weeks, starting this week at the exhibition game against Carolina.
The Chargers really answered some questions for me about how they will handle a real fist fight in a phone booth, because that Chargers group, they've got some youth at the tackle position, 2 first-round picks over the course of the last few years. Joe Alt held up great against Max Crosby in the one-on-one bull rush reps. That's what tells you the story about a guy, and he's got some butt down there, some butt. He can sit down on that bull rush, and I think they can have that style every week. But to your point, how are they going to maximize Justin Herbert's skill set? Because he is one of those freak shows that can get out on the edge, throw that thing 70 yards in stride to his receivers. They've got to figure out how to get that wrinkle into their offense. They can't just bludgeon guys to death in the National Football League.
Kyle, let me throw it right back at you with reality or overreaction. that the Bengals are not as good as we thought they were? Or maybe they're too good. Who knows?
I think it's an overreaction. You know, T. Higgins, he was banged up. He wasn't out there. It was a late decision for the Bengals. Jamar Chase, he was under the weather, apparently, a virus. Well, he was also under the inexperienced weather because he wasn't with them. He was in the hold-in all offseason. And this is just what the Bengals do. They start slow. I have no concerns. I talked to you about this league. Your altitude is determined by your quarterback's comfort level and his attitude. Nobody really is more comfortable than Joe Burrow in any setting, and I think he really is confident in his ability and the guys around him. I like Zach Taylor. I like this Bengals team. I'm not panicking.
I'm not panicking either because of Joe Burrow, specifically because of Joe Burrow. But they got pushed around by an offensive line that went into the season with major question marks. And in the second half of that game, they got run on and run on and run some more. So that is concerning if you're a Bengals fan. But Joe Burrow, and he'll get those guys back. Higgins will be back. I don't know if he's going to be back this week, but they'll be back. Once those guys are back, they're going to be scoring points again, and you need not worry about them.
And, of course, it's going to take a minute, right? I mean, Jamar Chase not been practicing. We've talked about the fact that not having that preseason might take him a little bit just to get up to speed. Here's a good overreaction or reality for you, Pete. The New York Giants, the football Giants. Brian Daboll on the hot seat. Could this season cost him his job? Is that an overreaction or is that reality?
That's not an overreaction. It could cost everybody in the organization their jobs. I mean, look, there's a guy sitting out there, you know, Bill Belichick sitting out there. He was a former New York Giant defensive coordinator. I mean, there's always a chance for him maybe to come back if they make a move. But that was bad last week. It wasn't, you know, everybody points to Daniel Jones, and he was awful. But the offensive line was bad. The defensive line, you went out and you got Brian Burns, and you pair him with Thibodeau, and they didn't get any pressures. I think they had one pressure between the two of them.
That's probably the most elite tackle unit in the National Football League there in Minnesota.
Yeah, they're good.
I think it's the jerseys that are awful.
You call me an apologist, but that's just the truth. They were outmatched. That's a better football team than Minnesota Vikings. And to your question, Tommy, I would say that obviously if you don't win in the NFL, you're going to be on your way out sooner rather than later. And for Brian Daboll and this staff and the players, the clock is ticking.
So if they go 4-13, is he out? Yeah, he's out.
All right, guys, great free stuff. We're going to hit a break here on HQ Spotlight, but when we return, it's an election year. We're holding an HQ Spotlight debate. Stick around to find out.